so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
Okay, right, let's check with Ma. So B, closest one, let's go. Woo! Yeah! Come on. Oh. This is my first attempt at this mission, so, well, my second. I didn't really have a proper go the first time. Come on, turbo! Oh. Shit. Oh! Oh! Oops. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, check the map, come on. I really don't know what to do at this point. Go back, wait here. What the fuck? Doesn't that shit work on tanks? Holy shit! One shot and I'm down!
I'm pulling them out of there.
Damn. Bye, buddy. Now what? Oh. Sorry guys. I'd like to abduct you, but I ain't got time for that shit. I should have brought a fucking rocket, but whoa. Come on, come on, come on.
New targets. Check your iDroid for the details.
I got the old ones, yeah.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Ah, the tank's moving.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
I don't know how the fuck, man. Do not need to get spotted. Right, if I can get this tank, I can then blow up that helicopter. No, stay. Oh shit! Oh! Wow!
Snake, talk to me! Snake! Snake!
I need some different kit. That didn't work. That did not work at all. I really could do with a sniper rifle. It's a shame to have to swap that out for a rocket launcher. Right, let's go. Let's do this again. Come on. Right, so the first time I tried it, I did it here and I just didn't get very far at all. I was like constantly running after the tank trying to catch up with it. It spotted me and blew me to bits. That was my second attempt. This is my third attempt. This has been one of my favourite shot blasters so far. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. What's the other option for this? She took a helicopter down with that fucker on one mission, so let's use that. try that again, but without taking out the soldiers this time, unless I absolutely have to. Proxy war without end.
The CFA are assembling an armored column to the north of Nova Braga Airport.
Just get on with it.
Your job is to wipe them
Can't
out.
skip this
Listen to the
shit.
tape for the contract details. Just be aware that the column's commander served with 5 Commando and later made a name for himself in South Africa's 32 Battalion. He's a hardened veteran, so don't take him lightly. Boss, I have a report from the intel team. The targets are now on the move. I've sent their predicted route to your iDroid. Check your map.
For whatever reason EMPs don't work. I don't know what the deal is there.
Be careful down there, boss.
Alright, man. There we go. Oh wow, there's some nice guys here. I really want to kidnap this guy. Let's try it.
Buddy!
She fucking shot him! Oh, she really pisses me off sometimes. Oh, she fucking shot him. That sucks, man. So bad. Now they're gonna come over and find him. So I can take out these fucking lights. No, he's not a key. He's got a bullet in his fucking head. How close are these? Oh, Jesus.
targets. Check your iDroid for the details. He's coming too. Roger that.
Whoa. Come on.
You gonna extract him?
I'm gonna extract whatever I have to do.
Nice work, boss. The targets are almost history.
Almost. Not quite.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head shootout. Try to get behind it and take it down with missiles.
That's the plan. I want to get this tank out of the way first. Excuse me. Keep coming.
Just one target left.
It's you, me now. What? Oh. Now it's seen me. Come on. Oh God. I'm gonna die. Whoa. That son of a bitch is taking some blasting. Oh yeah, there she goes.
That's the way. Good. You completed the objective. Now get out of there.
don't have to tell me twice. I was quiet, she did that with a bloody sniper rifle.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
Woo. Yeah! Now what? I've got to kill my buddy.
Mission complete, and how? You're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
That's right. Oh no, it's quiet, it's leveled up fully now. Just got to do the damn horse. Obtain cassette tape. Obtained emblem part.
Boss, as we suspected, the mastermind behind the kid's escape was Eli. It's hard to believe, but apparently he'd been plotting an armed uprising against us. He could be hiding something else too. Ocelot's gonna press him for answers. Get back here as quick as you can.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Sometimes you have to do side missions to unlock the full story, and the main missions as well. On the base.
Where is
Room 101.
Told you, your father's not here.
they're back?
Yes, they're back. But don't get any bright ideas. The quarters are under full surveillance. Weapons privileges have been suspended. No more uprisings for you. Do you really think it'll be that easy, Commander? You'll get your boys back. Hell, you can see the boss too.
First, I need to know what you sent them to do
They wanted to leave.
to their homelands.
They wanted to go home. That's all.
So they were just homesick then.
Not quite. Military warlords, PS, the armies that murdered their families. Cousins, brothers, parents. They all had someone to kill. I told them, last chance to face the world with no regrets.
Last chance.
You better be ready for your drag back here. Ready to face the world as enemies.
No!
What the fuck?
I'm not like you! Goodbye, Father. I don't need you anymore.
And it's took me fucking helicopter and all. Oh, little bastards. No! Oh man.
Was Ralph really an accident? Maybe Eli just rigged it to stir up the boys. Either way, he had to have been planning for this all along.
That really sucks.
Bidding farewell to the world.
That's depressing. Is my helicopter actually gone then, or what? What's the deal?
Boss, we're looking for the kids in Sahalankovas, but there's still no sign of them. We don't know if the chopper pilot is alive either. What have we gone and put in the hands of those kids? We don't know how bad this is until we find them. Also, regarding our concerns about Eli,
Welcome home, boss.
I finished looking into whether or not he's a product of that project. I have an answer. I put it on tape. You give it a listen. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Hold on. Yeah, it's gone. You can normally see it. Oh, in the distance there. There. That's where it usually is. Metal Gear. And it's gone! Metal Gear. Took my favourite toy!
Boss, we've got the results of Eli's genetic tests. We can finally put this worry behind us.
We used the PCR technique and conducted DNA fingerprinting of the copied DNA sequences. Neither is mainstream science yet, but the concepts and procedures are sound. Both tests say there is 0% chance that the two of you are blood relatives, meaning the results are negative. He's not your son, nor is he your clone. He's just another person.
It was 12 years ago that Zero made plans to clone you. Eli's age and appearance certainly are a
Yeah,
good
but
fit.
I'm not me, am I?
The
I'm
first
some
time I
guy
saw
that's
him, I
been
did a double
surgically
take.
altered to look
Looks
like Big
we
Boss.
were worried for nothing. Eli isn't your clone, but you might still have one somewhere out there.
But if Eli isn't the boss's clone, why does he seem so obsessed with him? Not to mention having one hell of an attitude for his age.
I don't know. Learning the truth about himself, cursing the fact he's a clone, bearing a grudge against selfish adults, and coming to hate who he was cloned from. Big Boss. If that were really the case, I could understand it. I might even feel a bit sorry for him. But no clone could have a totally different DNA fingerprint. And the test left no room for error. You yourself were there when we drew Eli's blood sample.
Come to think of it, when we went to OKB-0, he'd snuck onto a chopper and was there.
Yeah.
He was acting strange even then. Or actually from a little before that time.
That was exactly when we began these tests.
Maybe he suspected something when we drew the sample, not knowing what we were doing to him, and becoming mistrustful of us.
Hard to say. Eli's had an attitude problem from day one.
So what is he then?
Well, if he's going to tell us that himself, we'll need to get him to open up more first. Skullface, real name unknown. Born in Hungary, more specifically northern Transylvania, after it reverted to Hungary from Romania. While he was young, the country allied with Germany as part of the Axis powers, but later during the war, it came under Soviet occupation. The Hungarians struggled for independence, but the Soviets came down. Hard. Just like he said, time and again, the country was ruled by a foreign tongue. When he was a young boy, he lost his native language, the bedrock for any developing child. His country, his family, his face, his identity, everything was stolen from him. All he had left was his skull. Skullface first tried his hand at espionage during all the chaos from the war.
Interesting.
Agents, military officials, and soldiers who operated out of Hungary during the war vanished over the course of several months. This Soviet spy hunt rocked the counter-intel world. Mysterious fatal illnesses, accidental deaths, drownings, people having strokes behind closed doors. Just like Stalin, no one knew who was behind it. But all you need to do was look for who had the motive. They were all taken out by a man without a face. And now we've got an idea of how he did it too. He'd gotten revenge for his people, but he wasn't finished. Skullface defected to the West, eventually ended up with the SAS. That's where he met Zero. It's possible he began planning this whole thing back then. It's hard to say. In any case, Zero made him his XO. He always did have a thing for oddballs. But this one was set to lead a unit no one else would know about. When Zero created Fox, he also formed XOF as a support team. An unconventional special forces unit designed to support Fox, make it stronger, with Skullface giving the orders. Zero never even told the boss about it, nor the CIA, naturally. If Fox was Zero's silver bullet, XOF was the recoil when he pulled the trigger. Just like Newton's third law. While you were with Fox, Skullface was operating behind the scenes. Sometimes as your backup, sometimes as a mole or a scout, sometimes as your cleanup crew. Fox's tail, making sure the mission succeeded and that you survived. We only have his word to go on, but Skullface's goal was revenge against those who'd used language to subjugate people. Those corrupting a people's identity by forcing a new tongue on them. Those using the power of language to control information. Naturally, that set his sights on Zero. To Zero, English was simply the most convenient code. But to Skullface, English was a parasite. And by eradicating it, he'd stop the world from being eaten away. If that didn't work, he was ready to see the world scorched by nuclear fire. To save language, culture, and race from annihilation, he was willing to overstep the hands of the doomsday clock. That is, of course, if you believe anything he had to say.
Man, who writes all this shit?
You know, when you brought back all the child soldiers who escaped, Eli knew they'd returned. Needless to say, nobody said a word to him.
I guess they got a message to him somehow.
Eli wasn't put in a corner in time out. He was locked up in that room, completely cut off from the outside world.
Then how'd he find out?
It's only one possibility I can think of. The Soviet Union has been researching military applications for psi phenomena.
Psi?
Things like psychokinesis and ESP, extrasensory perception.
You mean moving objects without touching them? Knowing what card somebody's holding up? Psychic powers? Come on. I thought that was just another bunch of disinformation aimed at the West.
Just bear with me a second. One type of ESP is telepathy. It's the ability to know another person's thoughts through nonverbal means.
You're saying Eli read our minds?
It's the only idea that doesn't involve someone getting to him.
Ocelot.
Look, psi research isn't some hocus pocus. It's all evidence-based, scientific...
There's gotta be another explanation. Maybe one of the kids stuck a note to your back.
I hope that's the case. But I am convinced that they have, or Eli has, a connection to some force we have yet to identify. You better watch yourself, boss.
How am I supposed to do that?
If he is depending on something for help, well, that's his Achilles heel. If you can figure out what that something is, you might be able to use it against him.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, and the medical team is looking after the kids left on Mother Base. For the moment, they don't seem too panicked. But boss, get this. Eli got those kids to plot their armed uprising as a diversion. Also, he could steal Sahelanthropus and escape. That Brad got us good. Set us up and knocked us down. And then there's that mystery kid who was with Eli. With those two working together, I'd say things won't be over for a long time yet.
Rise and shine, old-timer. It is complete. I had our best and brightest working overtime, fine-tuning the greatest burger the world has ever known. I call it the chemical burger. What on earth is that color?
Now, don't judge a burger by its color. Go on, try it.
I am not very hungry.
What? Oh, I get it. Sure, it's loaded with additives, but each one's been approved by the WHO for human consumption. Come on, one little bite's not gonna kill you.
Are you sure of that? Fine.
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect.
Right?
This takes me back to the taste of my youth. The neon signs on the mother road. Oh, I can see them now.
So, what do you think of our signs now? And it doesn't just taste great. You won't believe how cheap it is to make. And because it's pumped up with preservatives, it won't spoil easily in regions lacking refrigerated storage or transportation infrastructure. This bad boy could even solve Africa's hunger problem.
Excuse me?
People will no longer fight over food or find reason to hate one another. Mankind will come together, reunited between these fluffy buns. Forget Pax Americana.
Oh my god. Are
Say
you
hello
listening to
Pax
this?
Hamburgana.
Pax Americana.
Skullface thought that destruction was the way to free the peoples of the world from American imperialism. But this is different. Tackling something head-on just makes for more conflict. Only by uniting the world
Roger.
can its inhabitants truly become free. Having lived as an American parasite as long as I have, I know what I'm talking about. The chemical burger is poised to be the greatest liberating force the world has ever known.
An ethnic liberator. Burger.
Now all I need is a better brand image, starting with a name. And I gotta run, old-timer. I'll catch you later.
Oh, I've still got my helicopter then. Anyway, that's what a fully upgraded helicopter looks like. I'm a tortuous reason thought, teeny thunder tiny, la 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 la, 1, 2, 3.
About Eli hijacking Sahelanthropus. We know how he got it moving. It was Emmerich. He used the kids in the staff living quarters to carry out his repairs. We got the details on tape. You're gonna want to hear this.
Oh, another fucking tape. Jesus, I can't keep up with these things.
What was your goal in having the children repair Sahelanthropus?
I just answered their questions. I had no idea they would actually try to fix it. I mean, can you imagine a child piloting it?
Oh, sure, easily.
It wouldn't work.
Well, I bet it's just like riding a bike.
I said it didn't work. It...
Who did you try?
I didn't.
Did you put your son in it?
We never did that.
His name was, Hal, wasn't it? I thought you said you never saw his face. But you made him pilot Sahelanthropus. You used him in your experiments.
He wanted to get in. It was such a short time we had.
I always thought this guy was a good guy. I don't know now.
We were happy.
You're still happy now. Changing your lies to suit the listener and getting by slipping through the cracks.
What's that,
Building
draw?
layer upon layer of convenient stories until nothing means anything to you anymore. You're happy all the time because you don't even notice you're doing it. Think hard. Who are you really? You're not a victim, and you're not the silent majority. You're a perpetrator and a petty hypocrite. The real world doesn't make you suffer. It's the other way around.
These things are definitely worth doing. Because with the PF points, I mean, there's nothing special here at the moment, just extra staff and resources. But you can unlock camo, weaponry, blueprints. So I'd say it's worth doing. Yeah, I got all the posters, not many of them. Have I got more? Is there 2 missing? Oh yeah, that's my latest picture. And combat missions to do. So I get an emblem part for doing that one. I've unlocked a blueprint on this. Usually I just go for helmets. Like, I don't like guys wearing helmets, so if I do that mission they'll be less likely to wear helmets. Or resources that I need, like fuel resources. I'm always running low on that shit. But helmets are a pain in the ass, so I'll do that one this time. Oh, what's this? Metallic. What's this? 5. The scrolls are sold. I return to base with code talker. Oh, no way, really? This is going to be super tough, man. Extreme. It's hard normally. Let's give it a bash and see what happens. Right, so for the buddy, I'm going to take robot with the Gatling gun. If this is the mission I think it is, after the helicopter crash, I'm assuming it's the one after the helicopter crash where you have to keep the code talker guy alive. It's weird how they did this, where instead of making it completing the game properly, because they sacked the guy, Hideo Kojima, they sacked him. So the game never got finished. So they just made you replay the levels, but made them a little bit harder. I think that's what happened anyway. I don't know. So people say. I don't know if I can do this. No, I'm definitely going to skip that shit and get on with it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a helicopter crash.
Are you okay? is their work.
Go, 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 go!
You need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker. Don't get too close to that weird gas. It'll disable vehicles and walker gears.
Oh shit. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Motherfucker. Oh! See what I mean by extreme?
Boss, come in. Boss?
This is
Boss!
Oh god. How the hell are you supposed to do this?
Skulls. So that mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. You need to eliminate the
Go, go,
You
go!
cannot lose Code Talker.
Oh! Come on, man!
Get too close to that weird gas.
Oh
It'll
shit.
disable vehicles and walkers. Not good. Don't let your buddy die, Snake. I'm pulling them out of there.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did my camera spin round? Motherfucker!
Hey, quit kidding around.
Piss off!
Snake? Snake!
Fuck you!
Skulls. So that mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Oh, me.
Snake, talk to me! Snake!
Snake! I have got some better armour actually that would help, which I forgot about.
Skulls. So that mist is their work. We won't be able to send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
Get the fuck off me! What the hell? I didn't want to do that. Piss off!
Don't get too close to that weird gas. It'll disable vehicles and walker gears.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hello! Oh, fire it comes. Oh, fuck this. Oh, fuck this.
Quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
I know when I'm beat. Holy shit. Shouldn't I be off fighting that kid? Maybe there's some side ups that are new, I don't know what's going on.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received some new job offers. The details
that?
are on your iDroid.
Skill blueprint. Oh, a blueprint. Oh, and stuff. Yeah, that was already there. Extract the highly skilled soldier. Prisoner extraction. Capture the legendary Ibis. Oh, that's some kind of animal. Extract Extract the Wandering Mother base soldier. You get photographs from these guys. That's where you get the photographs. Eliminate the heavy infantry. Mine clearance. Eliminate the tank unit. Target practice. No, target practice. So what's this new mission then? Shut the highly killed, blah, blah, blah. I want the blueprint. Where's the blueprint? I don't know what fuck this game. I've had enough. Bye.